mean to get you hyped, babe, but I can't stand it, and I want to tell the world, I want y'all to feel my spirit. If I have a daughter, I'm not going on no young-ass little boy's page to play around with him and his little games. I'm going to get my daughter. I'm not going to send no threats. I'm going to get my fucking daughter. Point blank, period. Block their ass, baby. Block their ass. Fuck out of here. Fuck on. Nigga ain't getting online, being chatty patty, sending no threats. If you harming my daughter and I knew you harming my nigga, I'm coming to get my fucking daughter. What are you talking about? I don't care if you 26 years old. You my fucking daughter. I'm fucking playing no games on fucking young Pharaoh, this little nigga. This is how you know he don't care about you, yo.
Yeah, it's facts. I know that.
I want y'all to understand that shit. I want y'all to feel what a real man would be thinking. Don't tell me to stop yelling. You on my page. You at my house, nigga. Get the fuck out if you don't want me yelling. You at my house now. This my house. I'ma yell all through here if I want to yell up in here. You go the fuck on if you don't like what I'm saying. It's my shit, nigga. You don't come in nobody else's house telling them what to do. That's what's wrong with y'all little kids today. Y'all ain't got no respect. We don't, no. He said Aunt Pharaoh disrespectful to what?
This one.
Come back to Mardi Gras. Okay.
And that's the thing, like,
he probably drunk with a phone. What I'm saying was this. It ain't gonna be no disrespect. You okay, baby? I'm gonna calm down.
No, go ahead. I'm liking this.
Cause come on, man. Cause if this is a girl, boy, I think about how I feel about my sons. But my daughter, if my daughter's in trouble, I will jump the fucking mountains. I will jump the mountains and fly through the sky for my fucking daughter. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Bro, that's why the universe didn't give me no girl. I got 3 boys. Because boys, I figure they gonna grow up, they gonna fit in with their mother, da-da-da-da-da. But if I had a girl, I'll be done kidnapped. I'll be done kidnapped my daughter, and I'll be on the news. I'll be in the woods somewhere with my daughter, and like, he done kidnapped her, and they be having helicopters looking for me, because I can't, no, that's why I don't want no girl. Because if I have a girl, it's not going to be good. No.
You do really love her.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this. You know how I feel about you.
Yeah, I do.
Let a nigga run up on you. Ask any woman I ever been with if I'm a hoe. Ask any woman I ever been with, am I the nigga that another nigga could disrespect my girl when we walking by?
We know when he was on. Hold on, I thought I knew how to pause.
There's no comparison. If they have a boy and we have a girl, we can marry them.
Okay, we know when he was on that bus that he's not he's just all mouth.
Because they'll be raised within our culture. You understand what I'm saying? We don't live
well, we heard all this anyway. Let's go back because
in their world. They live in another world.
I think we saw this already.
Alright.
Yeah, we did. Who was it that went live? What are you saying about this, Pharaoh? I don't know, but it doesn't have anything to do with...
Ish.
Oh, anyway. Hold on. What was I going to show y'all? Oh, wait. They live now? Let's see what they're talking about. Wait, what's this? See, they still trying to sell this lifestyle. They need to stop. Huh? Huh? Don't put your PayPal up then, no?
Keep a healthy mind, cause it's sacred. What you see is everything you're thinking. God is energy, and that's what I'm made with. Life is sad, sacred energy is changing. Know yourself, but never take a placement. Study astrology, then learn your placement. I can't handle from my demons, so I face them. If it ain't righteous, then it's no conversation. Yeah, it's no combo. Leo Mars, I get it done, I'm pronto. Capricorn, my moon, I emotions stay in line, no. Taurus is my Saturn, discipline what I'm designed for. Yeah, help is what, so know yourself so you can see the signs. So then what you see, you defeat them, balance out your mind, no. Ain't falling out of line, no. I can't live a lie, because what I'm in my mind, no. So when I got my side, they all the same.
Okay. We see the ones that don't know the words.
You are me, frequencies. Ain't no separate entities. I am my own enemy. Won't tap into the energy. Focusing on balancing. Astrology, anatomy. Everything I do, can't you see? That my life is meant to be. Feel like I can't bend a knee. And I'm patient. Hey, keep a healthy mind, cause it's sacred. What you see is everything you thinking. God is energy, and that's what I'm made with. Life is sad, secret energy exchanges. Know yourself, but never take a placement. Study astrology, I know your placement. I can't out from my demons, so I face them. If it ain't right, just that it's no conversation. Hey. That John called Divine Love. Divine Love.
Nature boy pimping hoes. Pimping daddy.
Yeah, y'all like that, John? That John called Divine Love. Raising frequencies. He got raising frequencies right now. Caliber got
I'm like
frequencies, you feel me?
Ronnie Woodgrain.
This is raising frequencies.
People don't have their fathers. They don't have their fathers. They don't have their fathers in their lives. They didn't know they didn't need Nature Boy to make that song. They didn't know they didn't need Nature Boy to make their own music. They didn't know they didn't need Nature Boy to do whatever it is that they wanted to do to reach their goals and dreams. They didn't know they didn't need Nature Boy. And you just gonna train and drive.
Okay. Okay. Same roles and we're wrongs and I can never fall. Yeah. Snakes and keep my grass very low, but I should gotta go. Yeah. I said I'm back from where I was already. I didn't believe my but it didn't get harder. Like a bad memory in your head, these niggas are lost it. Or maybe they off it. Niggas just when they not the head of their office. Reflections niggas get your mind up out of this office. Realize that you guys operate all these crosses. You study your astrology, you thought you were safe. Never let you know, never long my safe. Gotta hit the road, master teacher break. Roll my mother float, heaven is my state. The tropics is my home, yeah. Same goals as the dogs in the phones, and I can never follow. Snakes, listen, keep my grass very low, but that shit got to grow. What I said? Raising frequencies, moving urgent, but with decency. When you speak to me, I just know that you are piece of me. So I give the utmost respect with my deity. Lower self ain't seeing me. Physically and metaphysically, I'm changing scenery. Mindset just like Jesus be. Serotonin, switch to melatonin when I need to sleep. Astro project, the effect is what I need to see. That's what I do, man. You made that? Nah, that's on the beat. I know that you'll do that shit. What else we got, yo?
Exactly. What else do they have?
Carbonnation Productions.
What else do they have?
Put that done it all on, man. Let them hear that done it all.
Man, I wish there was some dudes in their lives to tell them that they were great. I wish there were some men in these guys' lives to mentor them and lead them and tell them that they were great. I wish they didn't have to go into the hands of nature boy.
They laughing at me. They throwing stones. They jumping by me. Won't leave me alone. Antagonize me. All I do is wrong. I can't do no right according to the hype alone. I'm the chief of this. I be on my Jesus shit. Broadcast my lifestyle just so you can see this shit. Walking as I'm teaching it. Practice while I'm preaching it. I'm going right in front of you. They can't even see this shit. I give you the life, homie. You should be receiving it. Stepping and repeating it. Opening and keeping shit. Back against the wall. They wanna see me fall. I'ma stand tall. Cause I done done it. I done done it all. Ain't done it less. Face on my demons. Maneuver the next. Gotta count safe balance. Up on my chest. Broken narrow path. Fast on my chest. I done done it all. Ain't nothing left. Face on my demons. Maneuver the next. Gotta count safe balance. Up on my chest. Broken narrow path. Fast on my chest. I done done it all. Ain't nothing left. Face on my demons. Maneuver the next. Gotta count safe balance. Up on my chest. Broken narrow path. Fast on my chest. Listen. Bombs made it crisp. Light around the tissue. God while I'm fishing. That God body issue. Bullets made it risen. A true play tissue. Aiming at your heart. So the truth will unleash you. I'm going to touch you. What's going to tissue. Never get the love you deserve till they dish you. It's so everything is simple. Look at what you've been through. You talk about your lifestyle and they don't know. They don't even know. They know these people sit themselves and that's the issue. If your heart is pure and your truth won't convict you.
Man, fathers, be there for your daughters. Fathers, be there for your sons. I know we got brothers that mentor. I know we got women that mentor. But you know, we can do better. We can do better. We can step up. You know, we can mentor more in our communities. We can mentor more online. Instead of trying to be popular, trying to be cool, instead of beefing, trying to expose each other. Now, Nature Boy, in my opinion, deserves to be exposed. Look at all he's doing. He's snatching up your children as he throws up his 666 sign from the head to the chest. He has a huge following, and he's getting your youth. If it ain't him, it's the media that will inadvertently probably lead them to him because they're trying to escape a whole lot of things. And as you listen to him tell his story, you listen to Eliana tell her story, you know, the things that led her there. You know, some of these guys have told their stories, the things that they've done. This one guy here, he told his story. The 6 shit he's done. I don't know where the other guy is, the light-skinned guy, the one they call French tips. Oh, I think that's him on the left. The raped the sisters. I don't see him in this picture. Maybe he's holding the camera. No, that's Nature Boy holding. Okay, he's on closer to the right. These brothers still ain't worked out nothing. Okay, they still ain't figured out nothing. They're being guided by a sexual deviant who got a lot of demons, who takes every female that comes there, violates her, and then passes her around. They pregnate them, and as you can see, the guys outnumber the females, and the females really don't stay. How many females is left? 3. They're not stable. They gotta go. Why they lying? Making it seem like they don't. They gotta go. So while they've been on this marathon that they've been showing you, I've been showing you. What have they been showing you that is really conducive to what they have been telling you that you're supposed to be getting to? They've been pretty much, besides being in a beautiful place, they have been pretty much doing the same things that they would be doing in Babylon, except for sitting around and being lazy, which ain't nothing wrong with chilling. Not having to wear too much clothes and soaking up that sun. Ain't a damn thing wrong with it. But what are they doing to sustain themselves? What are they doing to sustain themselves? They haven't tilled that earth and planted no food because that shit don't belong to them. They know they gotta go from there. They know this. They playing y'all and they playing themselves. And they enjoying it. There's a certain high that they're getting from this experience. And they're going to take it to the next step. And they're going to play with you. And they're going to tell you a bunch of crap why they go there. And, you know, it's still going to fascinate people that's looking at it. And you've seen people come on live with them of all ages. And they're fascinated. Because there's something about this life that they want to escape. And you can't blame them. But we got to step up. You know, we got to step it up. As mentors, we got to step it up. Because our people need us. Clearly they do. Clearly they do. Unfortunately, the ball was dropped in some areas with Eliana and her father. And some of these other females and their fathers and mothers. But you can't totally blame it on the parents. It has a lot to do with the pressures that are being put upon people by the oppressors. That's just what it is. A lot of people can relate to similar experiences as to what she's talked about. And some of that stuff may or may not be true. But it's not a lot of stuff that we haven't heard before. You know? There's a lot to be learned. But you know, these guys ain't got no business recruiting. I'm going to tell you that. They ain't got no business recruiting. And neither does she. Neither does she.
Be free. Gotta let me stick a bit weak. Take a fucking rubber off my feet. Catch me in the jungle, it was sweet. Had to get connected to the earth. Melanated bars on the beat. Catch me some rays, you be deep. Breathe the oxygen that I need. Push it back out to the trees. Choose to live in harmony. Organic man on the scene. God bodies on the team. Had to pour into the dream. Now it's just a lucid dream. Level it up a new scene. I'm black, guard like a jungle man. You a hero P on your other man. On the treadmill for the other man. Since my freedom back, told the money man. This is all mail, this is a hologram. You must know yourself, you a program. Got a patchy test like his exam. Keep the cheat code, got it on the man. Kiss me off grid on the sun, man. Clearly do a nigga so it's evident. Let the matrix have to see my resident. What he stuck in traffic for the president. Whoa. Live life for the justice. Hey. Not for the medicine. Let's get it. Activate D nigga messages. Let's get it. Stop. Let's get it. Bird on the other side. Oh, don't play that one. Go against the very essence of them being melanated. They become a battery for low self. It doesn't matter if you're melanated. What you are is melanated for ignorance. How you gonna talk about me? Cause I chose to be free. Tired of being sweet and being weak. Take the fucking rubber off my feet. Catch me in the dumb and live sweet. I ain't get connected to the earth. Melanated balls on the beat. Catch you some rays, you be beat. Oxygen that I I need. Push it back out to the trees. Usually live on the knees. Organic man on the scene. Got bodies on the team. I can put them to the dream. Now it's just a lucid dream. Hey, love it, I'm the newest team. I'm a black ball in the drum man. You a Nico King on your running man. Trade me over the other man. Beat him back to the running man. That's an argument to this hologram. You must throw yourself to your program. Gotta take your test like a DJ. G-Code got it on the man. We all grid on the sun, man. When the rich cheese to my million. Looking to an H, so devil. Don't ready to make you snatch me on resident. Why you second country for the presidents? Try to live life like the justice. Define knowledge for the medicine. Make a man deep in the message. Nico Peen, ha! Why you lie, why you sleep? Time to wake up from the dream. Wake up, Nico Peen, wake up, Nico Peen, wake up. Time to wake up from the dream. Wake up, love with us supreme pain. Wake up, love with us supreme pain. Nico Peen, time to wake up from the dream. Why you stay in your sleep? Love with us supreme pain. Nico Peen, hey, time to wake up, hey, love with us supreme pain. Here you have melanated people about they want to own businesses within the system or honesty. Genetically modify you to the hell. That's what spells got you in the cell. These are my conscious, I had to excel. The interference, my soul hell. No matter what way you need insane. Intel to control your head. You live like a demon, that spirit's the same. He was that way, and you was the same. You know the game. The game, the whips and the chains. Never with me on my pain.
Man, I wonder how young that one is. Anywho, let's get back to the Rambler. Man, I'm just gonna say, y'all, I got like 7 IG requests. I'm almost certain that it came from this Nature Boy stuff, y'all, because I know y'all see my IG when I start recording, because I just joined the room or whatever. Listen, y'all can follow me on my Akasha's Naturals page. That's AAKASHA Naturals, Akasha's Naturals. I appreciate that. But I'm not letting nobody on my personal page, y'all. I mean, come on, that's not gonna happen. Only reason why I'm even using my personal page is because I, like I said before, when they first was like, if you don't have the Christ on the end of your name, don't type. They not even really enforcing that junk anymore. They so full of crap. But when they first said it, like, I came in the room, and I don't think I actually heard them say that at that time, because I really wasn't following none of them, to be honest with you, at that time. And I came in and I typed something, and I was actually agreeing with whatever it was she was saying, and Eligio hit me. He hit me right then and there, so I wasn't able to see her page. So I just went in and followed everybody from my personal page. But yeah, I'm not letting. Yeah, sorry, not sorry, unapologetic. No, not gonna be able to do it. And I really don't post much on social media anyway. That's not even me. That's not my style. Never have been. I'm a very private person. When I say very private, I mean very, very private. But yeah, no, it's actually a private page. So why would you request it? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. But anywho, yeah, you can follow my business page all day. That's cool. Oops. Get some volume.
Standing energy because of crystals, and then I stopped.
Oh yeah. This is another thing y'all can do, because this is what y'all don't do. Let me get some likes. Can I get some likes? Can I get some likes on anything? Let me get some likes on this. Let me get some likes on all my business stuff. That's what you can do. Instead of trying to see something about my personal life, let me get some likes on something. Yeah, do that.
Dealing with the crystals, because I figured that it was just I literally felt that it was rocks. Like, I literally had a mantelpiece of crystals, and I just threw them all away once I decided to leave, because it really couldn't do nothing for me, especially being in my lower self. And I'm just like, what is going, like, why is my mind going this far? I couldn't talk to nobody about it, so I was beginning to be frustrated. So once I left, that's when I had to tackle all of my demons, which are just negative thought frequencies of my lower self. It's just my lower self. Demons are negative thought frequencies that are impaired to be able to reflect themselves back in the most purest form that they are projecting themselves as. You know, it's just distorted images of what truly is. And this is what I've experienced leveling up in consciousness. I had to make a video about, my Babylon mom attacking me because of my decisions that I want to make, because I vibrated to a higher state of consciousness. And I just want to say for everyone out there, I know that we all have children. We all portal children through in this realm, right? And the way Babylon has programmed us, it makes us think about having children to the point that we own them, and this is me, this is who I know, and this is who, this I have ownership over this child. And it's making me, it made me see that because of the consciousness that I was already vibrating to. I couldn't understand why, not really so much my Babylon dad, but my Babylon mom. I always try to understand why she felt that she had this like big like ownership. I just felt like this ownership over me, to the point where it was like, I understand the difference between being guided in the world versus having ownership over in the world. And this is my problem with Babylon, because what we all don't understand is that we're being owned by Babylon. We're being formed by Babylon. We're being the puppets that perpetuates their system to destroy ourselves. And I'm like, and this is what they make us think in the family structure. And they have this family structure set up, and they're like, you're the mom, you're the dad, this is da-da-da-da. When people have to understand that every single human being who comes into this world is just portaling itself through, projecting itself here from the ether, is projecting itself here to have a subjective experience, to learn the lessons, and to get whatever they need from this lifetime to be able to vibrate to a different or a higher consciousness than their next lifetime, to be able to experience themselves. This is why they have humans, because God wants to fractal itself and split itself up into many pieces, and everything is God. The trees is God, the sun is God, the clouds is God, everything is God. Everything is God. And it came here to not even came here, because that's neither here or there. It is.
Ugh. I need a break from her. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, man. Y'all get on my nerves. It's 8 people in the chat, okay? My movie, not movie, video is premiering right now. Okay? So it's 8 people. Carbonnation is out in the freaking jungle talking shit to y'all, telling y'all that they can go live off Babylon, while your dumbasses, not my words, I'm not calling you a dumbass. They call you dumbasses, saying you're dumbasses out here in Babylon, while they're smart enough to go live off the land, but they need your funds to live off the land, right? So they're telling you to give them donations. So it's 8 people in my chat room, no likes, right? This fool thinks he's like smart, telling me he hit the like button, right? Okay, I know he's lying, but he got 2 accounts he be typing in my chat with. All right, Megley, nothing against you, especially if you really did hit the like button, because I know sometimes you two be doing some craziness, but I'm really trying to prove a point, so don't take this personal. So on top of that, if that's the case, then I should have 2 likes that account for him. So that don't even gotta have to do, because sometimes like in these Nature Boy videos, I'll be having like 16 people in there, and I come out with like not even like 3 or 4 likes. Shit get on my nerves. It really do, because like it's like y'all don't even like none of my damn videos. Look at it, 0 likes. If I was to hit the like button on my own video, boom, 7 watching, no fucking likes. I literally typed in a video to give me a damn like. Watch this. If I could stop this video, I would stop it. After I post this last video that I'm speaking on now, I'm done. I'm done with the Chronicles. I really am. Watch this. I'm going to see if my like count goes up. I mean, YouTube be doing some shady shit too, but at the same time, it can't be taking everybody's likes away. But I think I took my own like away. I mean, it's not happening to all my videos either way. Okay, look, Jazzy G Lovely is live. I want to stream her stuff. Now, in all fairness, this is what she does. So, if any of y'all done got hooked, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to get you hooked. But if you're hooked, go over to Jazzy G Lovely's chat. You may get a different perspective on it. But what's her name? Crystal Healing. She also does it too. And I think they do this every day. You know, I've watched both of them a couple of times. And like I said, I just wanted more information. And I was just waiting for certain things to pop off before I really start following it. But you can see how they chat pop off, and they moderators be on point too. If you see a moderator in a room, the moderator gonna come in and start saying, look, hit that like button and shit like that. You know, they be donating and everything, but hey, I've been on YouTube a year and it just don't even be what it is. You know, it really don't. But you know, I make the content that I want to make at the end of the day. I really do. And it's like people expect you to, I don't know, entertain them or something. And even and this is proof right here, even when you do something that they do find entertaining, they still won't show no kind of appreciation, which in turn will help you and help your channel by clicking the like button. You guys, if you're not a YouTuber, you must understand how important it is for the channel to hit the like button. Okay? I need y'all hitting the like button. Shout out to Jazzy. She got 600 people in her damn chat, for real. Like, for real, for real. That's what's up. Anywho, back to, where were we? Eliana, so we can finish this off. Ain't nothing popping off in my chat. Oh, no. Let me go back to my chat. I wanted to try and see. Yeah, my moderators done abandoned me. I tried to hold a moderator meeting because I really been trying to get them to do what I need them to do. I'm about to fire them, but I did give them a week so we can speak about, hey, you're not just there to hold the wrench. And a couple of them did step up. I understand it's the holidays, but I've tried this before, so this is the second and final time. So I'm making an announcement now. If you would like to be a moderator, my requirements are simple. But there are a couple of things I would like for you to do. So send me an email at madameakasha@gmail.com. That is MADAMEAAKASHA@gmail.com. I am looking for moderators. And about the second week of January, I'm going to be cutting some moderators. And I'm going to be looking for moderators to get the job done. I get my live streaming privileges back. So I'm going to be doing a lot of live streaming. And basically, my time on YouTube is just going to really be to just, I don't know, I guess have fun and just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. So, because it's not even worth it to really try to put out, like, you know, real information and stuff, because nobody really cares. They don't want that. You know, they want to be entertained. So all the information and stuff like that will be on my websites and on my Patreon. So let me check my actual video again. Where was I? And I'll be right back, guys.
There was no outside, there was no external, there was no inside. Everything is simultaneously. And once we understand the bigger picture about it, we couldn't look at the child that we portaled through and try to have this ownership over it. And to have ownership over something is to be possessive of it, and to have bits on it and tabs and constraints on it, to where it can't do certain things and it can't experience certain things, and you want to do it, you want to do it for your own agenda, whatever it may be, good or bad, however you may be trying to look at the situation, because some people purely feel that they have a good intent behind keeping their children away from this and away from that. And I'm like, no, like, you can't do that. Whatever your child has to go through in that lifetime, that's their program, and you can't change it, you can't rewrite it, you know. And I must say, this is why I respect my Babylon dad to a certain degree, because of the fact that he never made me feel like he was trying to own me. He always let me go do my own thing, and I felt kind of, I understand it now, but before I was feeling like emotionally torn by it, because, and this perpetuated a lot of things in my life. Just that incident with my Babylon dad, and not understanding why he treated me the way that he did, and not understanding it.
Zoom is crazy.
I don't know what's wrong with the signal. See, I don't want to see them again. That's why I'm trying to get back to the most recent one.
allow you to go into the jungle. We have to do that off camera and do it pre-recorded. What's up, Krisha? This is an orange tree.
That's why he always eating oranges.
Is she singing to him? What's going on?
There they go. A couple of days ago, it was pretty crazy between the two of them, to say the least.
They back together, y'all. That's just. They back together. That's Mr. Silky. They still don't know I'm up here watching them. Look at them. I hope we don't see some shit. I'm gonna have to turn the camera off. They still don't see me up here. They should be watching alive. She unlocked us. Yo, this nigga said. Yo, this nigga said she unlocked the silk. I was trying to like creep up on y'all up here, and somebody just said she unlocked the silk. Yo, we over here. Y'all on the line, bruh. We're gonna have a real nigga moment, right? Man, spies the eyes. Fuck me up with that, man. You blew my cover, nigga. This nigga blew my cover. This is a reality TV show. I don't know why you don't think it is. We just ain't selling ourselves for money. Even though all these people keep calling us about doing a reality TV show, but we're uninterested. That's too funny.
Okay, we saw all of that. We saw all of that. somebody said in my comment section that Eliana's father is a cop, and he had the local cops tell them they had to leave. I don't know about all that, but let's see. So hold on, wait a minute. It's only 2 females there now? Hold on. Let's see who else out of them went live. Okay, we know I think we watched we watched all of her live. Yeah, we watched this mess with her and him and their silliness. And we watched Musa and we watched Willow. She only did the one. I really don't like looking at her face. And that's just them banging on what's the name? So it looks like he just posted another dog on live. He going live a whole lot. A whole lot. So let's go back to
A father that I was supposed to have as a mortal. If you want to talk about being a mortal aspect, being of a child of human descent, if you want to speak in those terms, that's the level of consciousness that I was thinking on when he treated me certain ways and he did certain things, and I felt just emotionally detached, and I didn't have the father that I was supposed to have in my life, and which really he was there for me. He taught me everything that I needed to know about who I was to get from point A to point B, and before I didn't look at it like that, and it perpetuated daddy issues in my life. I started attracting guys to not even men, because these were just little boys. It was just reflections of me, and my lower self. So I was attracting boys to me that, showed me that I had daddy issues, that I needed to overcome that to get where I needed to be, so that I could express myself authentically and be who I'm supposed to be, and even now, I've had to shed those daddy issues in my subconscious, because, in my programming, I know that because of my Mercury in the 4th house, which is Cancer, and then I have the Cancer moon, it allows me to stay attached to my childhood. But I know that all of those things happen for a reason, to get me right where I am right now. And it was this most profound thing that my Babylon dad, he told me a lot of profound things that I hear my husband say all the time, and I'm like, whoa, and I have it's almost like having deja vu, because I already have been through those moments with my Babylon dad, and my husband does it, and I'm like, what the okay, this is creepy, but I understand that it was a part of my package, it was a part of my program, so that it won't be like I never had experienced it before. And one of the biggest questions that always rang to me in my head that my Babylon dad asked me one time, he's like, if it was very vague one day, we was having a conversation, and I don't even remember everything that we was talking about, but he said to me, he's like, maybe he was talking to someone else, but I remember it was a situation where I was tuned in, and he was like, if everything, a man is supposed to be able to provide for his family, for his wife, a man is, and it was deeper than what, he was, I think that he was speaking more on a Babylon term, but my mind took it deeper, because my husband says the same thing, but I'm going to bring it there. He said, the husband is supposed to be able to provide for his family, for his wife. He's supposed to make sure she has water, shelter, food, everything she needs to be able to survive. Because at the end of the day, if a man doesn't have his survival kit, or, his kit to be able to thrive in life, whether we have this system or not, then you won't make it, and you don't have a husband. You have a little boy. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? So then when I tapped into my husband and I was awakened by him and everything that he says to me, he's like, today, you know how, Master Chief, be like, If this system fall right now, how are you guys, the men, because the men are the head of humanity. The black man is the head of humanity. This is the man who is going to bring forth the I am consciousness to raise our children, to raise the next generations under divine knowledge itself. This is the man who's going to be the resistance to the cancer on the earth, which is the Babylon system. He's going to be that man who's like, no, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, you're not killing, stealing, and destroying anymore. And that was another thing, my Babylon dad always tell me, say, the devil is here to kill, steal, and destroy. And I'm like, oh my God. My husband tell me that. He's like, the lower self. It makes so much more sense how my husband tells me than, but it was just a fractal universe. It was a parallel universe to what I'm experiencing now. And I'm like, whoa. And he's like, my husband's like, Babylon is just here to kill, steal, and destroy. And I always heard that coming up. And I'm like, wow, this makes so much sense. And he's like, if everything fall right now, how are these men, how are the men, everybody in the room, how are you going to be able to provide for yourself? If you have a woman or children or not, how are you going to be able to provide for yourself? Because Babylon has taken all of our resources and locked them away from us, and we have to go get.
Quick question. Outside of Babylon, what has they shown you that they have implemented for themselves to be able to provide for themselves? I'm just asking.
Papers to go get what it is that we need as a resource, like food and water and shelter. We have to go, do a demonic exchange of energy for, this piece of paper to get what we need. And if paper was taken away and all of these systems and all of these buildings and all the electricity was shut down, how are you going to be able to access or be accessible to water and food for your children? And this is why we use the Bible as a good reference to some of the points that we make here in the I am consciousness, and in carbonation is the I am consciousness. But this is why we use the Bible as a reference, because in the Bible there are jewels in the Bible. I mean literal jewels that says that it is going to be mayhem upon humanity once, Babylon falls. Literally, that's what it says in the Bible. And we take that for a grain of salt and we say, oh, that happened back then. That happened in ancient times. That happened to my ancestors, which we don't realize is that the past, the present, and the future is all simultaneously existing. I am my ancestor. So therefore, whatever happened in the past is just a pattern of the present, and I must take heed and make different decisions to make this, recreate an environment and a situation for me that does not reflect what the past decisions that I had made, in the time that I had the choice to. You see what I'm saying? And we're constantly living in this, as humanity, we are constantly living in this cycle of getting it right and knowing thyself. And, the download that my husband did last night, it was very profound to me, because he's like, everything in your universe is trying to tell you who you are. And all of the experiences I have from my Babylon mom to my Babylon dad to all my Babylon family to, all of the, me running away, to me going to high school, all of these experiences, all my childhood, all of those experiences let me see who I was as an individual. Let me, not even as just my astrological programming, it allowed me to see my astrological energy play out in moments that wasn't impeded by self-doubt and, all of the other things that make you not feel confident in yourself. And ever since I have vibrated to my higher self, it's so amazing to me that I vibrated to the space that I have right now, because I was so stuck in my lower self at one point in time. It's so profound, the life that I live. It's so magical, the life that I live. I start to question me. Like, I start to question myself. I'm like, yo, how the hell did me, for real, me out of all people, and the universe is like, yes, you. I'm telling myself, like, yes, you, like, you're it. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, no. And then every time I have that self-doubt, something comes in, a person or a situation come into, even now, to this day, a person or situation may play into my reality that will show me my fears and show me my self-doubt and show me my low self-esteem and my low confidence, and it will be like okay, do this, and then I'll do something that promotes the fact that I am who I am, and then the person and the situation dissipates and it leaves because I've conquered that self-doubt in that moment, or I've conquered whatever it is that I was fearful of because I didn't believe in myself. And I have to sit back, and I have to look at the patterns of my life and not forget where I've come from, and to understand where I've come from. Because if I don't understand where I've come from, then I can never let go of this self-doubt or the low self-esteem or the low self-confidence that was perpetuated from the thought frequency that I vibrated to when I was in my lower self, to even have me to feel less of who I really was. And for everybody out there, you must always look at everything in your life and you must say, why did I go through this? Let me understand why I went through this. And remember that your whole reality, that your whole world is showing you that you are God. Because literally, you create everything in your universe. Whether you are attached to another being or not, you make your universe and you have control over your universe. And if you decide to relinquish that control onto someone else, then you will see that you're living in the mind of your reflection. You can make anything happen because you are God, and it's just showing you the peace of God that you've come here to express as a subjective piece of the all. So remember that you are who you are, and be authentic in your self-expression, and don't let nothing stop you, because everything happens in divine timing, and everything is always happening for a reason. You just have to understand. I wanted to, I'm going live again because there a lot of things arose and struck to me in the first, and with my Babylon Dad, and I pinned his name, so if somebody could just like send him the live. So even if we have like you could even join a room if you like, we know of my reflections that that family that I portaled through, because I'm sure that a lot of people have questions for me, and they are trying to figure out why I'm doing what I'm doing. I just ask that you respect my decision and what it is that I'm doing. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to go back and forth. It's no negotiation. It just is what it is, and I just hope that you try to meet me where I'm at, because I'm going to do that for you. You see? And I really just want to have an understanding from it all. Not to, make this about, oh my God, that's not what I'm here for. Because really and truly, yeah, hold on. Okay. I'm about to now. I'm finna see. It should say waiting at the bottom of your screen. If you accept it, then there you go. Peace reflections.
What's going on?
I have a disclaimer before we begin the conversation. Hey! Peace, Kimani. She got so big.
What's going on?
I have a disclaimer before we begin to speak, because this is very important to me. So when I portaled through, or when I was birthed, right? When you and my Babylon mom conceived me, you guys decided to name me Velvet. You guys decided to name me Vel. And though I know that there is an emotional attachment to that name, I do not wish to be called that name anymore, due to the fact that that name holds a spirit, it holds a vibration, it holds all of the experiences, all of the traumas, all of the things that I went through in my lower self before I had arose to my higher self to understand who I am on a higher level. And when you call on that name, you call on the spirit of that being, and I'm no longer longer that person. I'm no longer Velvet. I'm no longer Belle. I don't smoke anymore. I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't eat meat anymore. I don't associate myself with the Babylon life. You know, I don't cut and dye my hair. Everything that Babylon is doing, I am not a part of. So I do not wish to be called that name. I don't. My name is Eliana. If you want to call me Eliana, you can call me Eliana. You could call me Eli. You could call me
Okay, now watch how he responds, though.
Anna. In the range of those names, you can call me, but I do not want to be called Belle anymore.
Okay, well,
Agreed?
a good name is gold, right?
Gold?
And we chose to give you that name because it's precious, more precious than gold. That's your name. I understand what you're saying. I got you. I understand what you're saying. However, this is what I need you to do, because I had a friend that we went through this with one time, and his name was given to him at birth by his parents, but he chose to do something else, call himself something else, right? And it was him that showed me the difference between just being wanted to be called something else and making it a reality. So I need you to make it a reality, meaning do it legally. Once it's done, I have no problem.
She can't vibe with this dude. He a cop. He always wants some shit in paper. He always wants you to sign up with the man.
With that.
Legally is so overrated. That word is so overrated. Babylon has programmed us to think that we have to get papers to change our names and do whatever we want. The fact that you and my Babylon mom decided to name me Velvet without of course you had that name in mind, right? That was the name that you chose to name me. But because of that system, you had to go get it put on paper. Whether you wanted to name me something else or whatever, you made the decision to name me that, and there was no consent or no permission from anybody else to name me that. Just because the Babylon system perpetuates that, you had to go get a certificate, and that's not the world that I live in. I don't live in that mind state. I say what happens in my universe. I say what my name is, and that's just the bottom line. It's breaking up. Meantime, this is sent you the request and it says waiting.
It says it's legal.
Right. Exactly. I sent you another request. So you should be able to accept that request, and then we'll come back. We'll get back in the live. Waiting on him to come back in the room. He said he pressed the button. It would be cool if you could send me a request in the room. If you really think about this deeply, what makes something legal? The fact that another man gives another man permission to do so, when that man has just of a right as the other man to do what it is that he decides to do with his life. Babylon has warped everything. It has warped our whole way of life into us giving permission. Like you're a man, or you are a man. You have say so. You are the man, the head of humanity, and you telling me you have to go ask your lower self, the man that actually vibrates lower than you consciously, you have to go ask him for permission for anything. You have to ask him for permission to go get water. You have to ask him permission to live in a house. That's a fact. Babylon is an illusion of ignorance. It's just all based in ignorance. What in nature, if we look out into nature and we observe nature, wouldn't nature ask another man for permission to name his child what he wants to name his child, or be called the sound that it wishes to be called? Or asks another man or another species of a man to do what it is that he wills himself to do? Nothing. Nothing in nature does that.
Right.
So we must have a clear understanding of what is legal. That's just a construct of the European mind to get you to be to subject yourself. I'm sending out another request. And it's not even about who knows what's best for me than me, because you actually have reflections out there that's a part of yourself that knows what's better, that would know what's more better for you than you would know what's better for you in the moment. But your lower self does not know what's best for you, because we've seen where that has gotten us. It has gotten us into a paradigm of self-destruction, going against ourselves, killing ourselves. Everything that we do in Babylon, as all of the things that we eat, to how we take a shower, to how we live, how we're disconnected from the earth, how we wear shoes, how we cut our hair, how we diet. I mean, everything about Babylon is keeping us disconnected and is not serving us. So why would I continue to perpetuate a system that is killing me when I have the birthright to name myself what I want to be named?
Exactly.
Or to, choose to do what I want to do in my life. This is why I left Babylon, to make the decisions for myself that I felt was birth given. Everything was taken away from me and from you at birth when we portaled through. And if you think it's funny, shame on you. That is not hurting me. You hurting yourself, because you actually think that it's cool. You actually think that that's cool. And we've seen as a pattern in our universe how it is in our lower self asking what. Think about it like this, for all the men out there, right? You have a wife. But before you make her your wife, you have to go get permission from another man that is your lower self to be married to that woman. And then go get papers that come from nature, because they cut down a tree, or they cut down a cotton tree to make the paper, to put ink, which is just the blood of the earth. They take the blood from the earth and then they write on nature, with the paper and the pen, and say, you now have permission from the government, from your lower self, to marry this woman. And then you stand before each other and say, I do. That doesn't even make sense, because what should really be the moral of that situation is the fact that as the man, you decided that that was your wife and you was going to make her your wife, and your word is your bond, not an inscription on a piece of paper. Not a signature that you have nothing to do with. You signing your name on a piece of paper to give permission for somebody else is kind of like trying to illustrate your energetic signature as your cosmic frequency, your sound vibration that you truly are, the energetic frequency that you truly are. That's like trying to write out your vibration, your energy. Like what? That's not even at a degree that make any sense. Then you have to pay with more paper to get these papers signed and sent out for permission. Absolutely not. I decide who's going to be my husband from permission from nobody or not. And it's even funnier because we make these decisions before we even sign the paper. That's why you go sign the paper, silly. Because you've already made the decision without the permission to make this person your husband or your wife. Or to give this person the name that you want to give them. Or for that person to, when a person goes to change their name, they already made it up in their mind with permission from nobody else that was going to be their name. So why is the people...
Okay, I'm already with all that. So where Pop's at? Hold on, y'all. Let me get her dad on. I think we actually gonna run out of time and have to come back.
but that wasn't enough for me.
So I'm actually gonna just let this ride out until we run out, and then I'll bring it back.
Because it just wasn't at the time. It just wasn't enough. Yeah. It wasn't enough for me. I felt it played as a catalyst for me to perceive the situation as nobody cared for me. Nobody didn't care about me. Nobody cared about like all of the good stuff that I was doing in my life. You know, it made me feel like that. And you get if you being disrespectful, you gonna get blocked in the
Hey, what's going on? Y'all got me back now?
Yeah. Nobody didn't care about